Hi everyone, it's me, B, Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on to this VR that was created by the lovely Simon at the Hermit's Cave. I think it's called my top animal decks. Simon used 5, I think, for his video, but I think I'm going to use a little bit more than 5. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you some of my favourite animal decks. Hi everyone, so I've flipped the camera around and I'm going to show you my top animal decks, but in no particular order. So the first one that I want to show you is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chin, and the artwork is illustrated by Lisa Higchusi. Now, I actually view unicorns as mythical animals. You know, they're kind of like a hybrid between a goat and a horse. But this is my perception. So this is a tarot deck. I really love this deck. Let's have a look at the back quickly before I go through the cards. So it says here, puff yourself into the magical forest of the crystal unicorn, where everything is possible. Tap into your intuition and connect with your crystal unicorn guides to find answers that you need right now. Let this colourful and enchanting deck help you dive into the world of tarot, heal with unicorns, and get obsessed with the crystal magic. Pamela Chen, clairvoyant, a friend of the unicorns and a crystal intuitive, created this mystical deck based on the Rider-Waite system. A handy-dandy, gorgeous guidebook is also included with the 78 card deck with interpretations and magical spreads. Okay, so I actually got this. This is a indie deck, but I actually got this on Amazon because there was a time when they were selling this deck on Amazon. So it's got their crystal unicorn there. It's gorgeous. So let's have a look at this deck. So it comes with a, you know, like a small guidebook. Let's just move this out the way. And these are the backs of the cards, fully reversible, absolutely gorgeous. This is just like a Confitos or information card. Yay, unicorn, thank you for purchasing this Crystal Unicorn Tarot. If you'd like to learn tarot more, create a tarot deck with me. And then she's giving some details on how to contact her, Instagram and stuff like that. And she's got her Amazon, which is where I got this deck from, kind of logo there. So this deck is Rider-Waite Smith inspired, and it's just replaced the people with unicorn. So I should show you a few cards. So here you've got the moon, and you've got like a unicorn within the moon. You know, you still got the same kind of archetypes as what is in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, but I actually like this colour palette. It's quite pleasing to the eye, or to my eye. You've got the sun card, and it's also got like a crystal in each of the pictures as well. That's the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and there's a crystal there, and the Three of Pentacles. So let's have a quick look at the guidebook. It's got here a guide to the Crystal Unicorn Tarot deck. So it kind of gives you an introduction, talks about the major arcana, the major, the minor arcana, and it goes into each of the 4 suits, and it gives you a bit about spreads. So it says here in the introduction, once upon a tarot time, in a land full of rainbows and gemstones hidden from the naked eye in a magical forest, lived a band of crystal unicorns. The only way to see and connect with these magical creatures is with your intuition and awareness. As you start connecting, you will hear the faint sound of the hooves tapping along the lush green floor of the forest. Keep your focus, and you might be lucky enough to catch a glimpse of a sparkle from their enchanted crystal horns. As if hearing your inner questions, the unicorns look up in unison. To hear their answers, all you need is to take the deck of cards and turn one over. See what wisdom and guidance the rainbow brings you from the forest of the crystal unicorns. And it's got here, what is tarot? Tarot are mythical playing cards which have been used as a divination tool for centuries. The tarot can help you tap into your intuition as well as guide you to make your clearer decisions in life, love, career, health and family. Think of the tarot as a mirror reflecting your life. The cards invite you to listen to their story and join them on a magical adventure of what could happen if you follow their guidance. The 78 cards of the tarot consist of the major arcana, which is 22, and the minor arcana, which is 56. All the major and minor arcana names are traditional in this deck and have not been changed. So, and then she talks about how to find her on Amazon. Yeah. How to use the cards, how to prepare your cards. And then she talks a bit about how to use the crystals in conjunction with the tarot card. And then the major arcana, for each one, she gives you the archetype and the crystal associated with it, keywords and reverse meanings. So, for example, the 4 is the Hermit diamond. And when it's got here, the unicorn 4 is flipping excited to go on his new journey, starting with a path with unlimited possibilities. The Hermit diamond, also known as the Seeker stone, is there to amplify the his magical insights. I mean, it gives you like the keywords of seeker, adventure, chances, and then reversed, thoughtfulness, unprepared, and risky. I'll just read you another one. So, for example, let's look at the High Priestess. So for the High Priestess, the crystal which Pamela has used for this card is the Moonstone, and it's got here, the High Priestess unicorn trusts her intuition and has confidence in the truths that are yet to be revealed. This card is guiding you to lift the secretive curtains to your subconscious and thrust the hidden truths within yourself. With the Moonstone, you will also be able to manifest ideas into reality. You'll be guided by love and patience, so be persistent. And then the keywords are intuitive, subconscious, understanding, and the reversed meanings are blocked, selfish, and unaccepting. So that's how Pamela kind of like goes through each tarot card with a crystal. But for the minor arcana, I don't feel there's any crystals attached. That looks like the crystals are only for the major arcana. But she does give reversed keywords for the minor arcana. So there's also a few spreads in this. So the Crystal Unicorn Guidance spread, which is a 4-card spread. And then she tells you the placement. So position 1 is you, position 2 is happiness, position 3 is purpose, and position 4 is intuition. And then you've got the unicorn crystal ball, which is a 5-card spread. Position 1 is blockages, position 2 is release, position 3 is support, position 4 is attraction, and position 5 is the future. So moving on to my next animal themed deck. It's another unicorn deck, and this is an oracle deck. It's called The Magical Unicorns, and it's by Doreen Virtue, and it's a 44-card deck and guidebook. So if I read you a bit from the back, so it says here, receive pure love and guidance from the Magical Unicorns. With the Magical Unicorn Oracle card deck, you can receive messages and guidance related to your present life, your future, and your spiritual path. Suitable for adults and children of all ages. Each card features a beautiful unicorn painting a life-affirming message. The enclosed, easy-to-follow guidebook allows you to instantly give accurate readings to yourself and others. So again, it's in a 2-part pull-out box, which I do like these sort of boxes. So as I said, it's got 44 cards. So let's put the guidebook to one side and let's concentrate on the cards. So the cards have lovely, can you see that gold edging? Let's look at a few of these cards. So the first one says, love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. These are the backs of the cards, so they're just like unicorns in a forest. Gorgeous. Then, you know, another message is try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. This one here says, very soon, what you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. And I'll just read one more. Share. When you share, everyone feels happy. So this is the little guidebook that comes with the deck. And I'll just quickly flip through that with you. So it says here, to the beauty, purity, strength and magic that is within every unicorn, every child and those who believe. So it's just got an index, and I think, you know, it outlines all of the cards and it tells you how to use the magical unicorn oracle cards. So it says here, the magical unicorn's oracle cards will help you get messages for yourself and others. All the cards have positive messages that you can trust, because the unicorns want to help you feel happy, safe and loved. They also want your wishes to come true. Many people believe that unicorns are real. Do you? Some people think that unicorns once lived upon Earth, just like horses do. Since the unicorns were hunted for their magical horns, they decided to become invisible to those who might hurt them. Today, only children and people who believe can see and feel them. Unicorns are angelic helpers who want to assist us living happier and healthier lives. So it says, step 1, prepare your card deck. It tells you how to do that. If you are right-handed, hold the cards in your left hand and make a first swift with your right hand. Gently tap the card with your right hand to knock away the old energy. If you're left-handed, hold the cards in your right hand and make a fist with your left hand. Gently tap the cards and your left hand so to knock away the old energy. This is good because I'm left-handed and I've never actually seen a deck that actually outlines, you know, how to use it depending on your hand of preference. And it talks about asking a question, the layout of the cards, how to read and look at the cards, taking care of your cards, and then it gives you the meanings for each of the cards. So even though there's messages on the card, it just kind of gives you a more in-depth kind of meaning. Okay, so the next animal deck that I want to talk about is this one here. It's called the Bix Tarot, and this tarot deck was gifted to me by the lovely Queen Offset. Let's have a look at this. Comes in a lovely pull-up box, and it's a 78 tarot cards with instructions. So let's have a look at this. The Bix Tarot. So this is a Rider-Waite inspired deck, and it's just got the Bix rabbit, I think it is, on there. So what I like about this deck is that it's colour coded to each suit, which I like it when a suit is colour coded. So this one here is the 5 of Swords, and the swords are like a purpley background. Oops, the daisy back. This is the 5 of Wands, and the wands are kind of like a reddish background. Again, you can see. So that's the 4 of Wands, sorry. This is the 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Let's look at some other colours. So this is the cups, and the cups are like a bluish kind of background. That's the 3 of Cups. And the pentacles are like a greeny kind of background, which is really good. The majors tend to be this brownish colour. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Look for some more majors. The High Priestess. So if you look at it, the majors are kind of like this burgundy colour. The suit of wands are like an orangey background. The suit of pentacles is like a greenish background. The suit of cups is like a bluish background. And the suit of swords is like a purpley colour. So right away inspired with the Bix characters on there. And they're like a pocket size kind of tarot deck. So let's have a look at the guidebook that comes with it. So it says here, the Bix Tarot, text by Rachel Paul. I think this is a Lascarabel deck. When was it published? Yeah, but by Lascarabel in 2019. So I got this deck last year. I thought it was longer than that. So the instructions are in English, Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and I'm not quite sure what this last language is. And it's got here, follow the white rabbit. Not just any rabbit, not a real rabbit. Follow your rabbit-shaped idea, a character born out of the sea and imagination, whose guidance can lightly thread across the boundary between the material and the spiritual. I mean, it gives you a story behind the major arcana, and then it gives you a meaning for each card, and it kind of incorporates the rabbit with it. So follow the rabbit of the swords, and etc, etc. So that's another animal deck that I do enjoy kind of using. So the next deck is this one here. It's called the Children Spiritual Animal Cards. And I got this card for two reasons. Number one, to teach my granddaughters about spirit animals. And number two, for me to get a better insight into spirit animal. So it's by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer. And it's for ages 3 and above. But I do think it's not just for children. It's also geared for adults as well. Because I get a lot of understanding from this deck as well. So they're not edged, but these are the backs of the cards. Lovely rabbit and butterfly there in the forest. And then I like the fact that the cards are kind of got big writing and just clearly written, because that's important to me, that something's clearly written. So the first one is Swan. You are beautiful just as you are. Then you've got like the raccoon. You have everything you need. The rabbit asks for help. The lizard, dream. And one more card. The lion, ask for what you want. So the guidebook that comes with the deck. When was this deck published? 2011. It's really clearly illustrated, like the content. So it's got how to use the cards, and it goes for each of the animal spirits. And then it's got the opportunity to give back to animals, guide for parents, and about the author. So it's got here, these cards can help you with questions you have about anything going on in your life, offering advice and suggestions to help you deal with the different problems and concerns you might encounter while growing up. They're easy to use and fun to work with, and will give you a helpful message by drawing a card anytime you are curious or need some advice. Once you become familiar with the cards and the messages on each of them, you can refer the extended messages in this guidebook. As for the spirit animals, they are not just the animals themselves, but the essence of those animals. They are an extension and a unique expression of spirit/God, and will convey their messages to you through these cards, as well as other ways. Whenever animals show up, often or in a very unusual way, whether it is in physical form or a symbol, such as a picture, dream, statue, or even these cards, you can be sure that spirit/God has an important message for you that is being communicated through the animals. So it talks about spreads, different spreads. So you've got like the 1-card spread, and it says draw 1 card and see what the message is. This is useful for insight and advice on a specific question. Then you've got the 2-card spread, the 3-card spread, and it gives you the placements and stuff. So let's just read the first spirit animal, yeah? So the bear, and on the card it says stand up for yourself. But it gives you more insight into the cards. So the bear says, this is a time to stand up for yourself and trust your instincts. Be brave when facing others who don't approve of you or don't like what you have to say, especially when you express something you truly believe in. It's not about you being right and making the other person wrong, but it's about trusting in what you believe. Although it's nice when others agree with you, it's really not necessary that they do, but it is necessary to treat them with respect no matter what. When it's got here, standing up for yourself is also different than taking a stand against someone or something. It takes courage to do so, but it also takes courage to know when to let go and when to compromise. If in doubt, ask a trusted adult such as your mother or father to support you or guide you in a different way to handle the situation. When it's got activity, the next time you notice an uncomfortable feeling with what someone wants you to do and you'd rather not do it, just respectfully say, no, I'd rather not. If there's a cause that you feel strongly about, such as helping animals, make a plan about what you want to do about it and then do it. Whatever the rules are at your home, such as not being allowed to watch movies that are more than G or PG rated, follow these rules when you're out with your friends or at a friend's house, no matter what kind of pressure you feel from your friends. So, these are the kind of messages that it gives for each of the cards. So it gives you a message and it gives you an activity on how to follow the spirit of the animal. So that's about it, really. So this is the children's spirit animal cards. Okay, so my next animal deck is this one. It's the Crow Tarot. So I actually got this tarot deck because I used to have a phobia against crows, and I thought that if I kind of work with them as a divination tool, it will kind of help me get over that phobia. I would say that my phobia has lightened, so I can now be in the presence of crows, but I still have that underlying fear. But this tarot deck did kind of help me get over some of my fears. So it's got here Crow Tarot, created by M.G. Golain. Paying homage to the mystical energy of the crows and ravens, Crow Tarot invites us to fly through the veil and connect with our intuitive powers. This artful created 78 card deck is infused with the familiar symbolism of the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, making it ideal for both beginners and professional readers. The 88-page guidebook presents upright and reverse meanings and includes a custom Crow Tarot spread. So again, it's a lift-off two-part box. Get the book. Let's just open this up and the cards. So let's have a look at the cards first. It's not edged or anything like that, but I love the backs. Aren't they just gorgeous? So Rider-Waite inspired, but there's a crow in each picture. So this is the Queen of Wands. See two lions there, and you see the sunflowers and the crown across her head. You've got the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Let's look at some other. So you've got the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Let's look at another suit. Swords. You've got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Oh, look at that. It's pierced right through the crow. The Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords. It's like a proper heart. Queen of Pentacles. Let's have a look at some of the major arcana cards. So you've got the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, gorgeous, and the Hermit. Okay, so let's have a look at the guidebook. So So it's got here, Crow Tarot, flip through the veil. Crows have always held a special place in my heart. I cannot pinpoint when or why it started, but for as long as I can remember, since I was a little girl, growing up south of Boston, they have fascinated me. It may be because when I look into their eyes, I get a distinct feeling that they know something so much more significant than I can ever comprehend. The Major Arcana, it gives you a keyword, the element, and I can't see the reverse meanings. So that's for each of the cards. I thought there was reverse meanings in this deck, but maybe I was wrong. So you've got the Crow Tarot spread, which is an 8-card spread. It's got here, shuffle the deck and quiet your mind, allowing for a channel to open to your higher self. When you feel ready, pull a card from the center of the deck and place it face down on the table. Let your mind wander peacefully. When ready, pull 7 more cards at random, placing them face down in the shape of a crow, in the order shown below. Then it gives you the placement for each card. So card 1 is heart, energy and inner self. Card 2 is present energy. Card 3 is energy holding you back or helping you. Card 4 is hopes and fears. Card 5 is grounding energy advice. Card 6 is lesson from the past. Card 7 is external openings or obstacles. And card 8 is possible future or outcome. I mean, it just gives you a bit about the author. Okay, and my final deck is the Divine Feather Messenger deck and guidebook set by Alison De Nicola, artwork by David Srina. I love this deck. And I love the shape of the cards as well. So before we go into the cards, let's have a look at the guidebook first this time. Let's put this down. Okay, so messages of healing, inspiration and wisdom. So it gives you an introduction here. And it tells you how to work with the Divine Feathers Oracle. It gives you like a spread, past, present and future. It talks about the elements. So earth is for grounding, stable, practical, abundant. Water is for flowing, buoyant, flexible, fluid, adaptable, emotional, playful and creative. Fire is energetic, transformative, confident, warm, courageous, self-important, lively. Air is light, moving, sensitive, open, free, cerebral, loving, compassionate and fighty. When it talks about the seasons, so spring is new beginnings, rebirth, renewal and growth. Summer is light, expression, action, fertility. Fall or autumn is maturity, harvest, change and reflection. And winter is quiet, introversion, introspection and contemplation. It talks about the colours. So white is for purity, healing, divine innocence. Black is for protection, mystery, magic. Red is for vitality, passion and survival. Orange is for creativity, joy and emotions and etc. It talks about green, blue, grey, brown, purple, cream and gold. And then it gives you the message for each animal. So it's got quite a few animals here. And it's really nice when they reference the book. And then for each one, it tells you their power. It gives you their message. Energies, season, element, air and information. So for example, now if I look at the white swan, it's got here, swans are mighty in size and powerful, yet soft, with their effort guide in motion. The swan has long been a symbol of beauty, grace, fidelity and partnership. The symbolism is enhanced by the colour white, the colour of healing, purity and angelics. Swan is also a symbol for transformation. Many folktales use swans to illustrate the shift from the duckling or child self into the fullness of maturity. Goddesses have also chosen swans as their mount, like the divine goddess Swati, who unites with the healing elements of water in her quest for wisdom, knowledge and the arts. Message. The swan brings with it the message that the powerful of divine grace is indeed with you and within you. Your connection to source is powerful and the healing potential is connected with your collected merits in the form of grace. Now is the time to embrace these divine gifts where you most need support. That healing may be in the form of a blessing over a current situation or transformation occurring in your life. Know that the divine messages are assisting you now. You have the power through your grace to move through any situation or change you are facing in a smooth and harmonious way. So then it talks about the energies of this one. So that's grace, beauty, fidelity, transformation. Season is summer. Element is water and air. Color is white, purity and healing. Affirmation: I now accept the gift of divine grace and choosing to honor the power and healing light within. So it does that layout for each of the animals in this deck. I mean, this gives you a bit about the author and the artist as well. And it tells you, how to follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and their website page. So let's have a look at the cards. I love the shape of them. They're really nicely shaped. So for example, now the white turkey. It says the power to heal the earth is within you. And then it's got like a feather of the turkey at the back. The duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. And then again, it gives you the feather. And the white swan, which I've just read out to you. The power of divine grace is within you. And that gives you the white feather. Because it spoke about the white, didn't it? In the book. So these are my top animal decks. I mean, I do have more, but these are the ones that, that I do like a lot, even though I like all my decks. So I will leave links, if possible, in the description bar. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.